Hello everyone and welcome to SPINPRO17.com and our newest subsidiary SPINPRO20.com. Today we're going to give you a demonstration on how to effectively use our latest and greatest program, totally remarkable, 99% accuracy that you are going to clear a profit every single day, providing that you're using this the way we set up to have it used. It's an algorithm-based modulator. Now this is on the premonition of using even chance, which is red, black, evens, odds, high or low. It's not based on playing on numbers as per se. We don't want to take too long with this video because of the retention time, but we want to jump right in and show you. There's a couple of things that we want to just explain really quickly. Like everything else, you have to have the proper bankroll, have to have money management, discipline. These are the three most important keys, and of course you have to have some luck. But with this, we can assure you you're going to clear profit every single day. There's a couple of key points that we want to point out that this must happen. You must do this religiously, okay? You have daily targets that you need to make, and it's on our website. Once you're a paid member, you'll see it under the money management tab, and we're going to show you that a little later on. The other thing is, we strongly suggest once you have made a profit of 10 units or more, and you can get to 9 units. If you get to 9 units, don't try to chase that 1 unit. But your target is really 10 units or more, and you totally log out of your casino. Take a little bit of a break, however long you want, short you want, and come back. Okay, if you have to make a target, let's say for day one of $40, you don't need to make that $40 in one session, or certainly in 1 hour. But if you stretch it out, sure, you're going to make that and even more. But your goal is $10 or more, plus or minus 1. So if you get 9, the log out. Make your daily target, spread it out during the course of the day. For some of you who really want to be aggressive and you want to go after it, at least once you've made your $10 target or more, stop, close the wheel, take a break for a short time, come right back in, and you're going to be very happy. At the end of 30 days, you're going to see where the money is, and you are going to be very successful. There's no reason in the world you should be losing as long as you follow the tips that we've given you, and it's very easy. Here are the advantages of using this program. Okay, one of the things which is the most important one, money back guarantee. We are so confident that providing you follow the terms, if you do not clear your profits according to exactly how we said that you should play and follow the bankroll and our progressive or progression, we have no doubts that you will actually have a profit. But if not, we will honor our commitment and give you a money back guarantee within 48 hours. However, we've never had to do that so far. Okay, everyone is making a profit. You are going to have a very successful time. There's going to be some key points that you need to follow. There's some videos. We would like you to look at the videos. You must look at the videos. That is going to give you the insight into how to effectively use this program. The other thing is, once you access the modulator, of course, here's your money management schedule, right? So this is a very important part of this whole thing. Okay, and you may look at it as a small amount in the beginning, but it really isn't when you start adding up the days. Okay, we're just going to show you a brief part of this because it's not fair to people who have paid. So let's just look at day one, for instance. It says, and forget about all the other columns. All you need to do is look at the earnings columns. It says on day one you need to make $40. Okay, first of all, the minimum bankroll that you need to have is $500. There's no two ways about that. There's another part of this that you can use $1,000 bankroll to get even more money. Okay, but for now, minimum bankroll is $500, and that would be you would equate that to a $1 base unit, okay, or $1 bets. If you decide to use that unit, let's call it units, okay, so your unit is 1 unit, which is $1. If you want to treat that unit as a $5 unit, that's all up to you. But 1 unit for this specific example is $1. Now, if it says to make $40 on day one, that's all you need to make. I mean, if you're going to cross it, and many times you probably will cross that, but once you make your $40, that's it. You're done for the day. Some people may say, oh, that's it, $40? You're not looking at the big picture. The big picture is 30 days later. Okay, I can tell you right now, on day 2, anything you see with a cents, just round it up to the nearest dollar. But in day 2, you just have to make basically $41. Look at what happens in 30 days. If you follow this to a T, you're going to have a $1,622 profit plus your $500 bankroll. So if you take your 500 out, you're going to end up with 1622. And I think this figure is a little off. I think it's going to be higher. It can be much higher, but it's going to be more than 1622. And that's pretty decent income considering these earnings that you're going to make, $40, it's not going to take you an entire day. It can literally just take you total playtime of an hour. $10 here, $12 here, $10, $9. Before you know it, you're going to make your target. So let's stick to that, stick to your earnings, and we're going to show you a progression that we suggest, and we strongly suggest you use this progression. Okay, so here's how we're going to look at this. Let's say you're starting with a bankroll of $500. Your target is 510. I mean, if you get to 509, obviously you're going to stop, close the wheel, come back a couple of minutes later, or 10 minutes later, or a half hour later, whatever it may be. Okay, and of course your end bankroll is going to be whatever you ended up with. But if your daily target, whatever your daily target is, so if your daily target, for instance, if your daily target was if your daily target was $40, what are you looking for? Okay, you're looking for a total profit of $540, okay, or more. Okay, so once you get to $540 or more, that's it, you're done. But you're going to take your breaks, 10 minutes or 20 minutes, half hour, whatever the case may be, space it out. This particular demonstration, to show you the power of this, I'm not going to take any break. As soon as we hit our target, we're going to close the wheel. I'm going to open it right back again, just to show you the fluidity of this. Now, this is about the progression. I want to explain this to you. This is extremely important. So you're going to use units. And in this demonstration, our minimum bet is $1. We don't have a choice. For people who are using 50-cent units, and I know some people are going to use that, if your daily target was $40, just remember, you're going to be playing double the amount. So if your daily target is $40, you should actually cut it in half. And you'll see that on the money management schedule because you're using 50-cent coins. You have to have a bankroll of 500 minimum. We know that. Okay. Now, if you're going to be using 50 cents, let's say your target, as we said, is 10 units or more. If you get 9, you stop. Well, 10 units at 50 cents is $5. So once you have made 505, you're out. And then you come back again. It's that simple. Okay? Just remember that. So we want you to base everything, and our money back guarantee is based on that, on using $1 targets as your base unit, or, making your goal each day. But as long as you're using 50 cents, and some people will, that's fine. You just have to, you're going to be playing double the amount or double the amount of time. Let's say it took you 4 sessions and you made $10 each session. That's $40, and you made your target for the day. But if you're playing with 50-cent coins, you're actually going to have to play either 8 sessions or probably a little less. Depends on how much you made. Let's focus on something that's important, and this is the progression. You're not doubling your bets. It's a reverse system. So your first bet is 1 unit. Now, let's say, for instance, you have a miss. You're going to go to 2 units, and then 3 units, and 4 units, and 5 units, 6 units, and so forth. If you happen to have this, and that's rare that you're going to go 6 deep. Okay. However, let's say you went 6 deep and you won on this. Your next bet is going to be 5 units. And let's say you won, it's going to be 4 units. So you're basically going to go back down. Okay, so you're basically going to be, at this point, you've won here. Now your next bet is going to be 5. You won here, your next bet's going to be 4. Now let's say you won again, your next bet's going to be 3, but you lost, then you're going to go to 4 units and 5 units. Okay, it's very easily, and you'll see. Now, if you started at 500, and let's say you were down to like 450, and you were at 5 units, and you actually hit, and now you're back up, and let's say you're at 504, for instance, your target is 510, okay? You can, if you want, bypass going back down. So in other words, you hit on this, and you're at 504. If you want to, you can just clear all this out and just start back with 1 unit. You just may have 2 or 3 spins that you're going to play, and we'll see what happens then. Or again, you can continue to go back down. Let's get into this. I want to keep the video short, and we're going to show you by using the modulator how simple it is. Okay, so once you are a paid member and you're logging in, you go to the modulator. Okay, very, very easy. And as you log in and you access your modulator, you're going to see this. Please click on the link below to view the video before using the modulator. This is mandatory that you have to click and watch this video. It's only like 3-4 minutes long. It basically tells you about the web browser that you're using. What we have found is some people did not have the latest version of Google Chrome, but everyone certainly has Internet Explorer, which is actually Microsoft Edge. Some people have Firefox. Now, when you start using the modulator, you can go straight to a European table, straight to an American table, doesn't matter, okay? The difference is, and there's a skip next, and that's what we want you to do, is use skip next. The difference is, if you don't use skip next, it may take you longer to get your numbers, or actually not your numbers, but take you longer to actually get your bet sequence. So what we suggest is to make it easy for you, click on skip next. Now, most people use a European table because there's only 1 0. If you want to use an American table, it's all up to you. But we're going to use a European table in this example. Our casino is using that. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to make sure that your web browser is compatible here with this. And this is how you can tell. Just randomly, just put in some numbers. Okay, and you see nothing lit up in yellow. You're doing good. Just put in some numbers. Now, you notice after the 7th spin, the low that lit up. It says to bet here. Click on undo. It disappeared. If your browser was not compatible, okay, it's not that our product is defective, because it is not defective. It's your browser. The problem's on your end. So again, when you click on undo, if you see all of these light up in yellow, what is it telling you? That your browser is not right. There's something wrong with your browser. So you can use, obviously, we suggest everybody start off with either Microsoft Edge, Internet Explorer, and if not, then Firefox, and if not, then Google Chrome. But we found that the most problems were in Google Chrome because people did not have the latest version. Okay, so once again, you see this, fine. Once you clear it, it's supposed to go away. When you hit reset, everything is cleared. Let's say you put in 2-3 numbers, nothing lit up yet. That's fine. This is all working well. So let's reset and let's get to the casino, and we'll show you exactly what's going down. But in this demonstration, we're going to go right through. We're not going to take breaks. Okay, we're going to go make our target $10 or more. We're going to close the wheel. We're going to open it right back again, and we're going to show you how quickly we're going to make $50. Now, if the average person, let's just say the average person, makes $30, $25, $30 an hour at that job. So you're working for $25, $30 an hour at your job, whether you're on your feet or you're on a desk. What if you can make that same $25 or $30 an hour in under 20 minutes, in under 15 minutes? What if you can make $50 within a half hour? Are you going to be satisfied as compared to working an entire hour for $25, $30? You're making $50 in a half hour. It's a very lucrative supplement to your income. So we're gonna supplement that income by showing you how we're gonna make $50. Okay, let's make some adjustments. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Okay, we're gonna start with a bankroll of 500. Our target is 510. Our end bank, we say 10 plus or minus. Well, actually, it shouldn't be 512. It should actually be 511. Right? Because the plus or minus means that if you get 509, for instance, don't chase that extra dollar. Okay? You don't want to do that. Okay? Because you might end up missing a spin or two and you go backwards. Now, a lot of times you would find, because, you're in you have missed 2 or 3 spins and you're at your 3rd spin, and after you increase, you finally hit, and you'll end up with somewhere around 511 or 512. That's fine. You don't need to go anymore. The point is, if you can get a target of 510, that's ideal. If you get more than well, we're using the number 510, but basically what I'm saying is if you can make a $10 profit or more, that's fine. You shut it down. If you're at 9, don't go beyond that. Now, in this demonstration, what I'm going to do is each unit, okay, because you have a $500 bankroll. I'm not telling you you have to do this. This is recommended for a $1,000 bankroll, but I'm showing you the power of this. You use $1 units, you increase by 1, by 2, by 3, by 4, by 5. When you have a hit, you start going backwards. Okay, so if let's say it took you, 5 spins and you finally have a hit, if it's a profitable hit, not because you bet 20 and you got back 10, you consider it a win. You have to have had a profit. If you have a win, you go back down to 4 and to 3 and so on. In this case, each unit is going to be worth $5. That's what we're saying. Our unit is $5. Let's see how long it's going to take us to get. The target is 510. Let's see how long it's going to take us to get to 510. And I'm going to keep going. Okay, what you need to do is take a break. As long as you make 10 units, $10 or more, take a break, come back. Your daily target, let's say on day 1, is only $40. Okay, but in this case, I want to show you the power of this. Okay, so let's get to a casino here. Okay, the time is now 7:28. Okay, let's do this. All right, so your first, 0. So we're behind the 8 ball to begin with. But that's your first number. Doesn't matter. Okay, what we're doing is we're forcing spins here so you can get your numbers. Now, during the course of this, just want to make sure we're using $1 chips just to get the numbers. Sometimes as you play and you go along, you might see this time out. Like after 64 spins, the algorithm is set to just time this out. If this ever times out and you see nothing lit up and all of a sudden you see zeros, all you do is exactly what you're doing right now. Okay, 0 and 27. Let's put this back in. 0, 1, 27. You just do exactly what you're doing. Just keep putting numbers in, but remember where your last bet was, and that's what you put in. Okay. 36. Two. Just want to show you how fast we're going to load down. We're still behind. Hit that 0 a couple times. Wow, 3 times we hit that 0. That is something. Okay, 30. We're going to get our numbers here in any second now. Or actually, it's not our numbers. We're going to get our sequence of our, our even chance plays. You'll see it come up in yellow. This is just the formality. Sometimes it'll take you 2 minutes. Sometimes it'll take you 5 minutes. Well, not even. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Sorry about that. 34. But either way, it'll do its job. And you shall see. There we go. So it says bet on red. So our first bet is going to be a $5 chip, which is 1 unit. Okay, the start time is 7:20. Let's see. Okay, assuming your job pays you even $30, pretty decent job, and you have $30 an hour, whether it's in the cold or you're at a desk, whether you're standing or you're sitting. So it's saying $5 on red. Okay, so that's our first bet. $5 on red. Okay, so your number is 19. You hit already. And listen, sometimes this may stay blinking and say, okay, it's on red for 10 spins in a row. It's because of the algorithms, okay, that came before this. It's not because this is stuck on anything. Okay, so it's saying red again. Now remember, you had 1 unit, you won on that, so you can just stay right there. Okay. All right, folks, got some news for you. You already made your target in 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. We are at 510. already. Target match. Okay. Now I'm going to show you something. Again, don't do this, but you should now log out, take a break, and come back. I'm just showing you the power of this. Okay. I'm going to put in number 34. All right. Just the power of this. It says red again. Okay. So rebet. I only need 1 unit, so it doesn't matter. Okay. 6 came down. Don't have it. And it says red again. Well, it's going to be 2 units. Remember, we're using $5 chips, so this is 2 units. Okay. By the way, the end time for that first session was 7:31. So it was 1 minute, by the way. Anyway, so we're on our second. So it's 2 units at 5. Okay, which we did. Okay, we missed. 29. It says red and high. So it's going to be 3 units now. Red and high. I mean, you have the bankroll for this, so I'm not worried. But don't attempt this. You need $1,000 bankroll to do this. Okay. And also says even. What is this? Okay. So you hit. So this is going to go back down to 15, right? This in here. And it says even and high. So it's 5, 10, 15. And 5, 10, 15. Wait. What did I do here? Too much. Okay. 5, 10, 15. 5, 10, 15. There we go. Okay. Number 3. Red, even, and high. Now it's going to go to 20. Okay. No big deal. So it's 10. And it's just even. It's going to be 15. And 22. So it's just going to be 10. And 12. Says even again, it's just going to be 5. And 26. Says even again, it's just going to stay at 5. 24. Says even again, it's just going to stay at 5. Okay, 20. Says even again, it's just going to stay at 5. 32. Says even again, there's nothing wrong with it, it's not stuck. Okay, so you missed there. Okay, so now you got to go increase by 1. Okay, 8. Says even again, we drop down. And 11. Okay. And now we have to increase. And 10 says even again, we're just going to go back down. 24 says even again, we're going to stay right where we are. 13, okay. Says even again, we're going to increase. 26 says even again, we're going to decrease. Back down. 35 we missed on. It says black and even. So we're going to increase. And by the way, for $1, you're going to chase it? I'm at 5:49. The time is 7:36. Okay. I can't even remember what time we started back this thing. Well, if we ended, we ended at 7:31. So let's say 7:32. We started at 7:36. So this is 4 minutes. Folks, in a total of 5 minutes. Right. What did I do here? Right. So in a total of 5 minutes, our bankroll is now 5, 10. We're at $5.49. Okay, ask yourself a question here. You have a $49 profit in a total of 5 minutes. If you were working at your job for $20, $25, even $30 an hour, you have to work an entire hour, whether you're sitting or standing, whether you're inside or in the cold, for, let's say, $25. We'll be in the middle there. $25 for an hour. You made $49 in 5 minutes. If your target for day one was $40, you've already made that target and you exceeded it by 9. The point I'm trying to make is you made 50 bucks, close to it, $49 in 5 minutes. If you took a break and you came back later on and you're obviously being greedy and not, following our advice and the daily targets, if you've made 50 in 5 minutes, I think in a half hour, I think you should be able to make 100 bucks. You basically can be working for $200 an hour. This is why I'm saying the importance of having the right bankroll. If you had a $50, a $1,000 bankroll, there should not be any reason you shouldn't be able to really whale it. Now, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to push this further. Look at the time right now. Just showing you something here. The time is 7:38. Look at what happens if I keep going. Okay. Look at this. 7:38. I'm going to start back. Right? We're at 5:49. Look at the power of this, folks. Just watch this. So we're going back down to base, okay? Because we wanted to make 50 bucks. We did that. Okay, so our last number is 8. I'm going to put that in. There you go. 8. So we're like, we really should start back from scratch. But I'm just going to show you something here. Black and even. Even and black. We're starting back from the bottom. Okay. Broke even. Now it's just even. Okay. Supposed to start back, by the way. But anyway, black, and we increase. And 24. Black and even again. Stay at the bottom. And 1 came out. This is black and even again. Okay. Okay, broke even. Now it just says black. So it's 10, right? So we're just going to go 10 on black. Oh, that mighty 0 always comes back to haunt us. Okay. There we go. 16. So it says black and even. 20. There we go. Okay. We're at 10. Black and even again. Now we're going back down, right? To 15. We broke even. Now it just says even. Okay, 24. Now it says even again. We just have to go to 10, by the way, because we broke even there. Okay, and 12 says even, so just 1 unit now. Oh, that's 0 again, our friend. Now we have to increase by 1. Alright, fine. Folks, I want to show you something. Look at your bankroll. $5.99 for $1. You're really going to chase? Really? Let's put the time in. Wait. Sorry, this was 7:38. Okay, but the time is now 7:41. 3 minutes. Total time of 8 minutes. Folks, your bankroll is now $599. Do I make my point? You've made $100 in 8 minutes. If your job is paying you $100 a half hour, you don't need roulette. Okay, or $200 an hour. 100 a half hour times 2 is 200 an hour. That's attorney type of money. So let's put it this way. If you really want to make some solid money, the modulator is the way to go. I've just made $100 in 8 minutes. I wasn't taking any breaks. I was using $5 base bankrolls. You don't need to do that. If you have $1,000 bankroll, you know, if you had $1,000, let's just say, yeah, use $5 base. If you don't have $1,000, you can use a $5 base and then increase by 1 if you wanted to, sure. But play it safe for the first month. Use our money management setup. Use $1 base start bets, increase by 1, start going back after you hit. Okay? And go out there and make your money. Because I tell you what, this thing is just amazing. And you will win all day long. Sometimes it takes a little bit more time than less time. Okay? Just follow the rules and you can't go wrong. Come to www.spinpro17.com or www.spinpro20.com. Get the modulator. It'll change your life.